sure I like that. Let me just redo this whole hand. Okay. Whoop. Whoop. Could always just copy and paste, but you know. Do I like that? It's a little bit smaller. A little bigger. How's that? No, this pointer finger is too big. Whoop. How about this? Okay, that's not so bad. Probably stick with that. Now for the boots. My laptop's getting really hot already. I use a Surface Book, and I usually use it on the best performance setting, because otherwise the, it wouldn't, what am I trying to say? It wouldn't be so smooth when I'm drawing it. Like the stabilization wouldn't be so smooth. So it gets hot pretty fast. It's not really made for drawing, but it does the job. Maybe one day I'll spend like $2,000 on a official piece of art making gear. But for now, I'm just using a dingy old laptop. Not sure how long I'll do this stream, probably just about 30 minutes. Or until my laptop gets too hot, but you know, I like to try to get at least one stream a week in. And I thought, why not try doing some art this week? So here we are. And if you're tuning in, thank you. Thank you for watching me draw. I hope my my microphone sounds okay, and the music and all. I did a little test recording before I started, and it all sounded okay, so hopefully it doesn't sound too bad. And hopefully I remembered to have everything unmuted. In my last streams, they usually, you know, I'll go to turn off an alarm or something, or look at something, and then it's muted for the rest of the stream. So those are always a little bit embarrassing when that happens. We're doing Lumie in a more complex outfit. I might redo her model sometime just because I'm not super happy with it. I mean, it's okay, but you know, I think I could make it a little bit more complicated. Maybe give her this outfit. It's a bit nicer. I did want Lumie's outfit to be a little bit simple so that it's easier to draw. But I also want her to have a pretty outfit, so here we are. Let's see, how's that? It's not really center. Let me redo this. Whoop. How's that? A little better. part's almost done. I have a different version of her eyes that I drew, but I don't really like it very much, so I'm probably gonna redo them. I also have this outfit, which is her, what layer is that on? These two? Yeah. So I have this outfit too, which is her current outfit, but I really wanted to draw her nicer outfit. I also have her hoodie. I have too many layers here, as you can tell. I don't really organize my layers. But here's her hoodie outfit. It's kind of for a more comfy approach. I'll probably draw that afterwards. Alright. Let's draw the cheeks. A little bit of a softer brush. Yeah, that's okay. And then I'll copy and paste this, just because I really want the face to be symmetrical. Did I already copy it? Okay. And then drag it over. And then we take a look at the flipped. Gonna have to adjust the ears a little bit, but the rest of her face looks alright. Doesn't look too wonky. So that's what we're going for. Then push that up just a little bit. Combine the layers and fill the rest in. Do I want it to be that flat? There we go. That's not so bad. Might have to erase these lines just a little bit. I don't really like that the lines are intersecting here, so maybe I'll redo that. Maybe it would be better. Yeah, I'll do the cape. I was thinking I should like redraw this part of the boot, because you don't really want tangent lines or intersecting lines or whatever, just so the thing you're drawing has a more clear shape to it. I don't know, just some nitpicky things. It still lines up okay, so we'll keep that. Alright. So that's most of her outfit, so I'll combine these layers now. I like to keep them all separate so that I can cleanly erase any lines that I need to. Let's see. Combine these two. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Alright. Alright, now I gotta do her ears. Lumie's ears are a little weird because, like, they're kind of like elf ears, but a little bit rounder. I don't know, I kind of vary in how I draw them. Sometimes I make them more pointy than other times. Or sometimes they just look like big old monkey ears. That's a little too pointy. I'm not really sure why I gave her such big ears. I just thought it would be kind of cute, I guess. Alright. Actually, I don't want to erase that just yet. And again, for the sake of making her head symmetrical, I'm going to copy and paste this. So everything can line up nicely. Now erase the extra lines. And I'll take another peek at how it looks flipped. I think one of the ears is poking out a bit more than the other. Alright, how's this? A little bit off still. Really want the ears to line up. Right, let me do a little comparison here. And bring it over. Do I like that? No, we don't want to combine the lines with the hair yet. Yeah, that's okay. I think I'll keep it like that. Alright. And then we'll film the rest of the hair. Like that. And then I like to clean up the edges just so they're a bit more sharp. Very subtle. Fill this in too. Bring it in. And then maybe we'll add some tufts of hair near the bottom. Kind of depends on if I want Lumie to look more masculine or more feminine. The little ear poofs, or the hair poofs near the bottom, gives her a little bit more of a feminine haircut. Just depends on how I'm feeling on a particular day. Both works, honestly. Oops. Do I like that? I'll keep it for now. And then her big ol' eyebrows. A lot of my characters have those big old circular eyebrows just because I think it's cute. And in real life, my eyebrows are a little bit thick, so I usually reflect that in my characters. Is that a line or a okay, that's a line. I can never tell if it's a line or a smudge on my screen. They're asymmetrical. I'll just copy and paste it. It's a little bit cheaty to copy and paste stuff, but hey, if it makes your art look good, then whatever. Okay. That is most of the line art. I'm looking at her hair, and I'm looking at her body, and I'm seeing a difference in thickness between the lines. And I'm wondering if I should fix that or not. It would require me to redo her hair. I wonder if I could subset it by making her overall outline a bit thicker. Let me see if that'll look good. Making the general outline of her body. Is this the right layer? Yeah, okay. So, more density in our paint. Maybe a little bit softer, just so it all looks right. I just got done with class today. I usually go to photography on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And those are usually just the days where I actually do something with my day, so getting out and going down to campus just kind of puts some energy in me, a little bit of momentum in my day. I think I like that. Kind of makes the whole thing blend together a little bit better. Just checking something here. Alright. Back to it. For the longest time, I've been using Paint Tool Sai to make my art. I think I started using it when I got this laptop because I was having some issues with pen pressure in Paint Tool Sai. I probably could have fixed it, but I don't know. I've heard a lot of good things about Clip Studio Paint, so I decided to give it a try. Things are a little bit wonky. I'll just redo this. And you know, both art programs have their pros and their cons. I like the extra brushes that are on this one. Clip Studio Paint. And they have a big resource for, you know, extra brushes and textures and models that you can use as reference if you need to. Maybe I should make it a little bit lighter. Yeah, kind of makes it look like a sticker. I also want to do, would you press the button on stream eventually? That's a pretty easy quote-unquote game. And I think it would be kind of fun. I was watching Northern Lion do that on stream a little while ago. And it's so simple, but it can really get you talking and get people to learn a little bit about your personality. Good material to talk about, just, you know, random junk. So I might give it a try eventually. I want to stick with games that are, like, not 3D for now, until I get a better processor. Just to avoid lag, I guess. Because the computer I usually stream on, it's a couple of years old, and I think the processor that's in it is even older because originally the motherboard on this computer, or well, my other computer, burnt out and it wouldn't work anymore. It would stop connecting to the monitor, so I would always get something that would say like HDMI signal not found. So I couldn't use it. And even when I brought it up to, you know, like Best Buy to get it fixed, they were like, it wouldn't connect to their computers either, so it was pretty shot. But luckily my dad was smart enough to combine some pieces because my parents had just gotten a new computer. So they kind of, oh yeah, that looks way better with the thicker outline. Yeah, I like that a lot. So they mix and match some parts from their old computer into my old computer, and at least it works now. And that's all that matters to me, is that it works. So, you know, I'm happy with it. Might save me $1,000 or so instead of having to buy, you know, a new processor as compared to a whole new computer. And then I'd also like to get some more RAM on my computer. It's just, you know, quality of life stuff. Alright, do we want a nose? Some styles of chibis don't include a nose, but yeah, I think I want it. I'll just erase it if I don't. Down the line. Alright. I really hope I can feel my laptop getting pretty toasty here. I hope it doesn't shut off. I mean, I use it all the time where it gets super, super hot. And it's never crashed on me before, so we'll see. You can see some burn marks in my monitor, like the outline of it gets orange. And in the past I've actually, the company has sent me a new laptop for the same problem, but it's really annoying having to reinstall everything, and you know, it's not worth it to me just for a little bit of discoloration. Alright. So all we need to really do is draw the pupils, and then we can start coloring. So I'm gonna do them on a different layer. Oh, that's the eraser. Whoop! Nope. Okay, we need stabilization. Whoop! Thicker lines. Whoop! Nope. Drawing circles, man. There's a lot of subtle things that can change the way, that can change the style you're going for, like how square is the pupil? Is your pupil more of a circle or an oval? How thick are the lines? That kind of thing. Do I like that? Might make her pupils just a little bit bigger. And then I'm gonna copy and paste once again. Boop, boop. Yeah, that's not so bad. Alright, let me... Yeah, okay. That's pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. Okay, I should rename this to her fancy outfit. I might change the pupils later, I don't know. But I'm gonna start coloring now. Let me actually open up my reference of her. Where is it? It's in my file somewhere. Alright. One day I'll make a official reference for her. It'll probably be when I redo the model. Alright, I usually like to start with the skin, because coloring skin is really fun. I thought about adding gloves to this look, to her overall style, but I don't know. Might be a little too fancy. Alright, we want the colors to be very opaque. And it's okay if they kind of bleed into places where they shouldn't be, like the bit in the hair right here. We'll just fix it later. It's not a big deal. Alright, and then I like to just have a little bit of a gradient in her face. A little bit of pink on the ear tips. Oh, hi, Pink! Thanks for stopping by. Alright. And then we want a little bit of blush, because blush is cute. Just a little bit. that a color I like though? Sometimes when you're doing blush, it might be nice to add a multiply layer just so the colors work. It's especially good if you're drawing dark-skinned characters because, you know, you don't want, like, for example, if you have someone whose skin is like this, you don't want their blush to be like this because that just looks silly. Unless that's the style you're going for, I guess, but it's usually better to do a multiply. It just looks a little bit more natural if you do a darker brown on a darker skin color, or, you know, whatever you're doing. Thank you, Pink! It's a little chibi I started a while ago. A lot of artists usually do, like, their flat colors first, and then they go on to shading, but I usually do mine in parts. Like, I'll do the face first, shading, shine, and everything, and then I'll do the hair, and then the clothes. You know, if it works, it works. Everyone does it a little bit differently, and that's okay. Alright. I want her shade to be a little bit bright. Or like that. I've always found Lumie's hair to be a little bit difficult to draw because it's not, like, for the most anime styles, their hair, their bangs are like, you know, like this. And then they can do that, like, cute fade or whatever, but Lumie's hair, because it flips upward, it's a little bit more difficult. But I'll learn. I try to look at a lot of professional artists and how they color to figure out how I want to color. That's where, you know, I got the idea for the little bit of orange in her eyelashes. I see that a lot in professional anime art. A little bit fuzzy near the top. Do I like that? A lot of my art process is just me asking myself if I like something or not. Let's make it a little bit less visible. Not that one. Okay. Yeah, that's not so bad. Then we want a little bit around... Okay, I want this to be light. Just a little bit around the face. Just to add some dimensionality, I guess. I mean, you can barely even see it, but... that's okay. Yeah, just a little bit. And we want a little bit of pink for the nose. Just a smidgen. A little bit in the sniffer. Yeah, and what what looks good to you one day may look bad to you on another day. But we're doing our best. That's why people's styles are always developing, because they always think, you know, maybe it'll look good then, maybe it won't look good tomorrow. Alright, maybe I want, let's see, how would this look? Okay. And then we want a little bit of shine, because skin is pretty oily. Healthy skin has a wee bit of a glow to it. Then we want a little bit on the nose. And a little bit on the cheekers. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about Lumie's model. It's, you know, I got a lot more to learn when it comes to animating on Live 2D. But it's all a work in progress. I would love to have my model, you know, as I'm drawing, but it would make my computer explode. It's already getting, like, way hot to the touch, so be a little bit lighter near the middle of her face. Not so much that it's visible, just ever so slightly. I usually go overboard with coloring the skin, just because I have so much fun doing it. Alright, let's see. Okay, we gotta do color her lips. I want it to be a nice bright pink. Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, for sure we are our hardest critics. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing if you're always, you know, striving to improve. You always look for the things that aren't so nice, and then you improve on them. But I know, you know, throughout your entire life, no matter how much of a professional artist you'll become, you'll always see something wrong with your art. Kind of applies to any piece of media you're doing, whether it's like crafting a story, or if you stare at something long enough, it stops looking like a real picture or word, or, you know, whatever. Alright, let me see. Lumie's also supposed to have, like, eye bags, so I have purple under my eyes in, like, real life, so that's something I like to incorporate into my characters. Just a genetic thing, I guess. And kind of drives home the sleepy aesthetic of Lumie. She's a mixture of, like, space themed and also, like, dreamy. This looks perfect. I love this. Okay. Now I will add the... Let me combine those. Just add the whites of her eyes, just so. Just so I can see what I'm doing here. And I will copy and paste this too, because I'm too lazy to fill it in on the other side. Drag it over. Come on. That's good enough. Yeah, that's fine. And then I'll just boop, boop, boop. It's the little things that can make an art look nice. Make an art look nice. Okay. Nice. Let's see. Because Lumie's eyes are blue, I like to do a little bit of a blue shade. Not too much, just a wee bit. Alright, let me go back to the skin. And then I like to color in her eyelids kind of a darker color, just to really emphasize them, I guess. Something I find really interesting is how, like, in a couple of Asian countries, having a double lid like this is like a fashion statement. Different cultures, I guess. One thing I worried about when I was designing Lumie is that, like, with her, you know, droopy eyes and all, I really didn't want her to look like she's high. So I try to avoid that if I can. You know, if I made, if I shaded this, her, like, scleras or whatever, with red, that would really make her look high. Yeah, and I like to add, erase the shade a little bit in the middle, just to add that extra shine for her eyelid. Because eyelids are also oily. Just a little bit. There you go. And then let me change the color of the outline for her eyelids to a more red color. Not that red, a little bit more pink. Yeah, that's not so bad. Yeah. And then I'll add a little bit of shade just above the eyelids. Maybe a little bit more so it's visible. A little bit. Not too much. Her eyebrows kind of make her look like she's mad, but I mean, I have a, as they say, resting bitch face in real life, so a little bit of a scowl isn't too far off the mark. Right, then I think I want to shade the inside of her ears. And then a little bit in like that. Maybe more over here. I don't know. Ears are a weird shape, man. Ears in general are pretty weird. Can you imagine if humans, like, had ears like a lizard or whatever, where it's just the eardrum, like, on the outside? First of all, I think that would be kind of painful, considering, like, have you ever gotten in a cotton swab and stabbed your eardrum? That shit hurts, man. Wonder if that happens to lizards. Not like cotton swabs, but like stabbing their eardrum. Do birds have their eardrums on the outside? Just somewhere. I don't want to... Okay, I'm gonna erase a little bit of it, just so it's not... Just a little bit. That's too much. Just a wee bit. And then I want a little bit more on the tips. There you go. Beautiful. And then Lumie has sparkly cheeks. Because she's kind of like a space person. Sort of, kind of. She doesn't really have the most concrete lore. She has some. Her lore is like, if you can even call it lore, but it's like, in dreamy space, it's a land where people dream up stuff, and then it takes form. So I dreamed up Lumie, so that's where she lives. Sparkly cheeks. The sparkly cheeks thing is actually something I got from another character of mine. Let me see if I can load it up here. What's her name again? La Luna? Stella Luna? Okay, here she is. Let me just show her off for a second. I've never finished this. This was supposed to be a turnaround picture, but like a reference for this character, but I've never gotten around to doing the other side views. So look, she got sparkle cheeks and sparkle horns. I think her design's really cute, so I should do something else with her eventually. So sparkle cheeks. And then for that dimensionality, we get some in varying opacities. And we want them evenly spaced. So her cheeks are kind of like a galaxy in themselves. beautiful. Little freckled baby. Maybe I'll add a little bit of shine in the corners, maybe? I think I over-detail skin too much, but I just love drawing it. And then I'll erase that just a smidgen. Nah, that's too much. A little more. That looks stupid. Okay, hold on, wait. I'm trying to make it look symmetrical to the other ear. That'll have to do. Whatever. Life isn't symmetrical. Then let me do her fingertips. A little bit of pink on the fingertips. My fingertips in real life are really red because I always bite them. Just a bad nervous habit I have. And that usually is reflected in my characters. And then a little bit for the knuckles. Just a little bit. This might be a little too much detail. Do I like it? Let me blend it. I have Twitch open on my other computer, which is right in front of me, and it's frozen. Alright, there we go. Doesn't look too bad if I just gently shade it. Just the tiniest little tweaks can make all the difference. And then highlight the knuckles. I don't even know if this is anatomically correct. Whatever. It's a chibi. It doesn't have to be anatomically correct. I don't know if I like that, but whatever. It's okay. Actually, let me trim the line art here because I see that it's kind of spilling over. Yeah, that'll do, I guess. And then I'll do the other side. Just a little bit of pink. A little bit of pink. Maybe it'll look nicer if I like connect them. Whatever. Okay. So I think that's... Let me actually... add a little bit. Just shine on the outline of her face. Not too much, just a little bit. Kind of makes her face look a little bit more glowy. Okay. Let me do the eyes now. Nice old color in. Oh, are these all on the same layer? No, they're not. Okay, cool. Okay. What I really like doing when I draw eyes is I really like the eyelashes and the pupils to kind of blend with each other a bit. Kind of makes it look a little bit fancier, I guess. And then I don't like having black outlines. A little bit lighter? No, that's too light. And then a nice fade to a lighter blue at the bottom. Not much, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because we're gonna go back and add some glow. Eyes are probably one of the most fun parts of a character because they can really tell a lot about them. I mean, the whole style of anime is big ol' sparkly eyes, but you can have simple eyes. But I like making them sparkly. Okay. Sparkle! Sparkle! We're gonna blur it just a wee bit. Just a little bit. And we're gonna lower the opacity. Do I want more? A little more. So it's nice and bright near the bottom. Nice and shimmery. One of the songs that's been really stuck in my head lately is a mixture of, I don't even know the name of the song, but it's like Daft Punk and that one song by the voice actor of Garnet from Steven Universe. American Boy. And then their other song that's like, you make those rainbows in my mind when I think of you sometime. That's really stuck in my head. We can make it if we try. It's hard to draw Lumie's pupils right because they're a weird shape. They're sparkles. Sometimes it helps just making a circle and then slimming it away. Hup, 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 hup. Come on, just a little bit more. Ugh, this doesn't look right. Can we save it? That's actually not so bad. Do I want the pupils to be teeny tiny? Let me see how it would look if they were bigger. Okay, a little bigger. We'll go for a little bit bigger. And we'll just shave it just a little bit. Okay, that's not so bad. The stream is coming up to be an hour. That is, I haven't streamed this long ever before. Time flies when you draw. A lot of the times when I draw, I get so like absorbed in my work for hours that time goes by really fast. Oh, hi, Pei. Thanks for coming. I'm glad to see you. When I was making my live 2D model, for instance, I mean, I would get like so absorbed in the tutorials and then How are those pupils? You want the pupils to look nice. Yeah, I would get so absorbed in the tutorials and then like putting all the parts together and then animating all the parts and making it look nice and not super wonky, and I mean hours would just fly by. Sometimes I would forget to eat dinner and then I would be super hungry at night. Even when I do eat dinner, I end up getting super hungry at night. Okay, I like that. That's pretty. And then let me add a little bit of this. Just some sparkles in the eyeballs. And sometimes it's fun to add different colors to the eyes. Not too much, just a little bit. Just a wee bit. Oh, thanks, Pei. That means a lot to me. We want a very gentle blur. Very gentle. Let's actually blend this more so it's like barely visible. Just teeny tiny details. And then I like to add a little bit of pink and a little bit of yellow, just to spruce up her eyeballs. And then it's just some sparkles. Boop, boop. We love the sparkly eyeballs. But is it sparkly enough? Let me look at another drawing of mine to see, just as reference. I'm gonna pop open her model here so you can see how incomplete it is. Gonna take a second to load up, because it's a pretty big file. There it is with her weird nose. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, the nose was drawn so weirdly in her model picture because, like, I drew out how the nose would look from the side so that, you know, once she looked forward, her nose would be slimmer, and then it didn't really work out the way I'd like to in her actual model, but, you know, it was something I tried. Let me do her eyelids just a little bit darker. So then I can make her pupils a little bit darker. Not that dark, just a little bit. We want that to blend. Hi Dollop, thanks for coming. And then I want more sparkles. More shimmy shammies. Pew and pew. Ah, perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the scleras, which is a fancy word for the whites of her eyes. And we're gonna shade it in just a little bit more. A little bit more. Not that much. A little bit more. Is that too much? That might be too much. Okay. We're gonna... a little bit? There we go. Dolly! And now, we want some shimmer where the light hits the eyeball. And then I'll probably compare this to my other set of eyeballs and see if I like this one better. Alright. Oh yeah, I think I like the new ones better. I'm not sure what it is about the old eyeballs, but... Look at this. It's almost cute. I think it's the way the eyelashes are drawn. Yeah, this one's a lot softer. And then we're gonna add a little bit of sparkles in the eyelashes. Just a smidgen. Just a dot. You always want one dot to be just a little bit bigger than the other. Huh, thanks, I really like drawing eyes. Eyes and skin are probably my two favorite things to draw. I'm still working on the hair. On my painting skills for hair. Cause you know, whenever you see like really professional anime models, they always draw their hair a very certain way. And I'm not quite there yet. But I'd like to be eventually. And actually, okay, let me make these her lower lids a little bit lighter. I'm surprised my computer hasn't crashed yet from overheating. I'm actually very pleased that it hasn't. Are you guys able to hear the little background music I have? Nicely. I have them on a headphones around my neck, so I'm not actually listening to the music. It's just so that my microphone doesn't pick up on the music and that you get an annoying echo. Okay, I think I'll start on her hair now. I probably won't finish it because I have dinner waiting for me. But I'm liking the progress I've gotten so far. Okay, I should rename this to her eyes. Ah, you can hear the music? Okay, that's good to know. This is supposedly royalty-free music. Last time I recorded my Minecraft video, I had quote-unquote royalty-free music. But I got copyright striked when I uploaded it to YouTube. Technically, if you were monetizing your videos, the description says that you can just like send the video to them and they'll take the copyright strike off, the composer of the music, but since my YouTube account's still really small, you know, none of my videos are monetized, so it's not really a big deal to me. Okay. Actually, she needs her little Sailor Moon crescent on her forehead. Yeah, for dinner I have tortellinis, I think. The little pastas with Alfredo sauce. Okay. When I was designing Lumie, I wasn't sure if the like little crescent moon on her forehead would be too much of an excessive detail. It is a little bit of an excessive detail, but I mean, I always found it so pretty in Sailor Moon. Yeah, it's a hassle when they get flagged anyway. Technically it is royalty free because the description was like, you know, as I said, just send the video to us and we'll take it away. Let me redo this. It's too wonky shaped. For this instance of Lumie's outfit, I don't think I could. I think adding in, she has a stopwatch on her like official model, but I think I think it would be a little too much detail if I added the stopwatch in this outfit. Even though I really like the stopwatch, I could add it on the thigh here, but she has this like, where is it? She has this like string dangly thingy. I could always replace that, but I don't know. Maybe in the future. Everything's a work in progress. It'd be really fun if I could like change her forehead symbol thingy to like the stages of the moon. But that would be kind of complex, I guess. And then I'd lose track of the phases of the moon really fast. So you know. Ah, okay, nice. I think I like that. I actually want a little bit more detail on her bottom lip here. So let me tweak this. Just a smidgen. A little more. A little more. Okay, and then a very light coloring of her bottom lip. And then we want to show off that lip gloss, so we're gonna add a highlight. There we go. Yeah, that's not bad at all. I want to tweak the line art actually, just to make it a nice fade. And actually, while I'm doing that, I want to add a little bit of shading on her cheeks. Like, you can barely even notice it, but just a little. The divots of, you know, the corners of your mouth. Okay, I think it is hair time. So I'll make a new folder. Her hair is not necessarily white. It's like a very platinum blonde. Doesn't really matter if you draw it white or not, though. But it's a very, very light blonde. Okay. Let me just cover up the skin. There we go. Alright. Oh, we gotta get these little pieces up here too. And then her back hair. You make those rainbows in my mind when I think of you sometime. I wanna spend some time with you. Okay, Lumie also has this thing that like is not super noticeable. I've been trying to make it a little bit more noticeable in her recent arts, but her hair is like pink at the top and then like blue at the bottom. And her like sideburn thingies. I think it's a nice compliment to her color scheme. Okay, so that's the base color. I'm gonna add just the tiniest bit of fade. Kind of accentuates the pink. But that's okay. Do I like that? It's good for now, I guess. Okay. So I might end up having to redo the shading on her hair, but for now, we're just gonna go like that. Fingertip. The fingertip blur is your best friend when it comes to coloring hair because, like, look, you can really go along with like the movement of the hair with a fingertip blend. So it's pretty helpful. So fingertip is your best friend when you're coloring hair. I'm sitting on my feet and they're getting numb. I can't feel my foot. Ow, pain. Now we want a little bit of, just a little bit of fat. Fingertip it. Blend it. Blend, blend, blend. Might erase some of this actually. Whoop. Stabilization, please. Wah. Do I like that? Let me redo this. Okay. And then the scalp is always the darkest point of hair, I think. Might be too much, I'm not sure. That's okay, yeah. And then we'll get a little bit coming out this way. You really want to go with the flow of the hair whenever you paint hair. Might change, let me add some shade down here and see how that looks. And then smooth it out, maybe. Lumie's hair is such a weird shape, so it's like actually kind of difficult to shade it in a way that looks nice. I'll make a cup of coffee for your head. I'll get you up and going out of bed. How's that? Let me actually make the shade blue down here. And actually clip it so it sticks. Make it a bit thinner. Not that, okay. Come on. Oh, okay. I think that's it. I think that's good. Then we'll blend it just a little bit. Okay. Just a wheedle. Whoop. Zoom in for the fine details. Okay. That doesn't look too bad. Well, I think I'm gonna pretty much wrap this stream up because I'm hungry and my throat's starting to hurt from talking so much. So I'll probably do another stream. I'm not sure when, but I'll finish this drawing probably in another stream. This is my first time streaming on my laptop, so I'm pretty pleased to see that it went not so terribly. So I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you guys in the next stream. Turn that on. Adios.